Hi everyone, this is Marianne, and as you can tell from the title, this is going to be a rant. I never rant on my channel, at least not dedicated one entire video to it, but I think some of these things need to be said considering the changing landscape of work modalities, the evolution of technology, supposedly, and how we navigate them in the Philippines where I live. On the afternoon of November 26, I drove to Naga City because I needed to get my car's air conditioning repaired. I live in a town that's 1 hour away from Naga by car, and on this Wednesday, I did not have any heavy appointments during the day except for one meeting that usually lasts about 10 minutes or less. But I figured I have my laptop, my smartphone that can share my data connection to my laptop, and also my pocket Wi-Fi so I could work while waiting, right? Spoiler alert, that was a 95% fail. Here I am in the waiting area of the auto repair shop. This is JL Habana along the diversion road near the Rotunda. At this point, signal from the pocket Wi-Fi was 4 bars, super awesome. I was able to get some work done and even did some online transactions to pay for some bills. I still have the Gomo SIM card installed in here, which still had about 15 gigabytes of data left. And by the way, I always have this extension cord in my everyday carry bag. This is a 1 meter long cord that I never know when I will need, so I just always bring it. Those are the mechanics over there. Charging of my laptop was okay, and while I was waiting for the meeting to start at 3 p.m., I continued watching Shelby Oaks. My immediate supervisor came on shortly before 3 p.m. to say we can cancel the meeting for the day because there were no urgent matters to discuss, so I tried to continue working, but the problem started at this point. I could not get any connection. So I walked outside just to see where I can stay that has stronger signal for internet because I still had a lot of things that I had to get done. And that's when I started feeling bad. I know the car repair shop was not a dead spot. All of my devices were online and working fine for about an hour and a half. And then suddenly the internet just stopped working when they had no reason to. I knew I had enough data both on my phone and on my Gomo SIM, but neither of them could connect to the internet. But I did find a place along the road that had decent signal, so I had to find a sheltered spot, whip out my laptop just to be able to post an attachment to a Google spreadsheet, an attachment that I had been working on offline. My phone was on the Globe network and the pocket Wi-Fi was on Gomo, which is also under the Globe network, but I was able to confirm that it was not a Globe problem. More on that later in this video. And it's raining quite hard, but for now, let me share with you the point of my rant. The whole point of being a digital nomad is so that we can work from anywhere, even in a vehicle, parked in a parking lot or in some restaurant using our own hotspot, or while waiting for our turn at the doctor's clinic or some government office, right? Am I making sense? The whole point of choosing this work modality is for physical freedom. Yes, we do not need to report to an office at all, but work from home really means work from anywhere, even from the beach. So why? I asked some of my friends who are also digital nomads, and it looks like this only happens in the Philippines, not in other Asian countries. So my digital nomad friends in the Philippines are still chained to their homes with their Wi-Fi routers. So even when we Filipinos just want to get work done, we can't get work done unless we are chained to one place. And I don't know why we seem to be being prevented from working from anywhere, as we can only work when we're chained to a physical place because only wired Wi-Fi routers work. What is this? Here I am again with my laptop right on top of the trunk of someone else's car in the auto repair shop because I detected a decent signal here. There's my car over there. The sitting area is through that doorway and then to the right, but I am right here just to chase signal without getting caught in the pouring rain. But then I just gave up and went back into the waiting area because there were mosquitoes out there. I'm back to using my pocket Wi-Fi and the speed test is tolerable. It's okay. However, I still could not get any work done and I am told that I am not connected to the internet. I think there's something throttling everything. I don't know. At this point, the first part of my car aircon repair was finally done and I could drive home, which is for an hour like I said, so I just went on home. 2 days later, on November 28th, which was a Friday, I drove back to Naga again for the final part of my car aircon repair. And just to prove my theory that there is a throttling going on regardless of telco, I tried all of the SIM cards that I have. The Dito and the Gomo, both of which I know have enough data and both are already activated and registered, but I transferred my own Globe SIM card from my phone into the Pocket Wi-Fi. Here are all of the SIM cards that I have, which I had to activate and register first using my phone. And by the way, here is the packaging of the SIM card that I bought in Indonesia. And I also have a smart SIM card ready to activate and register if I need to. I have already left my car at the repair shop and transferred to this restaurant here, but here is the kicker. To activate and register any SIM card, the SIM card must be installed in my phone, and the phone needs to be connected to the internet in order to download the dedicated app of the telco from which to do the activation and registration. So of course, I need a different hotspot connection because the SIM card in the phone is not yet activated, which is why I transferred my own phone's SIM card to the Pocket Wi-Fi, right? So that I can insert the new SIM into my phone and then connect my phone to the Pocket Wi-Fi for internet and then to do the activation and the registration, right? I hope I'm making sense. But it's not working. I installed the Dito SIM into the Pocket Wi-Fi because I know that's already activated and registered and has enough data, and I have already tested it to be working weeks ago, but it's not working either now. Not here, not on this day. I also tried Smart, same problem of course, because I could not even activate it because my phone could not be put online by the Pocket Wi-Fi with a Dito SIM installed and my own Globe SIM installed. So different telcos, different providers, same problem. I lost my appetite for the food I ordered and just went back to the auto repair shop where I asked their receptionist and cashier to connect me to their in-house wired Wi-Fi just so my phone can go online to do the activation and registration of this talk and text SIM card, which she says normally works decently but seems to be having a lot of problems lately on her phone, but not on a wired connection. So she herself just connects to the wired Wi-Fi as well. See, my own Globe SIM card is here for safekeeping because the talk and text card is the one inside my phone. And I managed to do the activation and registration on my phone while I was connected to the in-house wired Wi-Fi. And then I transferred the SIM card from my phone to my Pocket Wi-Fi, the talk and text one. But really, it's just not working, you guys. And I just gave up. I don't know how to make it work. I've done everything I could, but I just gave up. And my car is finished already anyway, so I just drove home. At least I know I have done everything I can on 2 different days, even more so on the second day than on the first. But as I have shown you on 2 different locations in Naga City and using an assortment of SIM cards, the throttling is tremendous. Well, at least my car's air conditioner is mostly okay now, although the mechanic did not disclose to me that what he did was just a temporary solution, and I was kind of mad about that as well. Anyway, just to make the day not absolutely horrible, I dropped by Mama Nang's on the way home in the town of Pili, and here the signal was also very weak. What's up with that? This is along the highway. What's up with that? However, finally I was able to order their mais con hielo with extra ice cream and extra milk. They have been out of stock of this item for several months. I always ask for a larger container to transfer everything into with room for mixing. And then after Mama Nang's, I went next door to Happy Hap Massage Spa, which is highly recommended by my good friend Adrian to get a full body massage. It was good. The massage was good, but being a true digital nomad in the Philippines is not good. I must do something.